Peter, commiserations wasn't to be tonight, but can you take so many positives from your 2 games here this evening?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, I got away with the first game. Obviously, Gezi missing lots of doubles, and but I've done it in the past in the Premier League, so it's all swings and roundabouts, and but that game, even though I got demolished 6-1, but I felt like it was I was like competing.
Yeah.
I was actually scoring against another player, scoring, which is good, and obviously, I enjoyed playing with that setup. So.
Earlier on in the year that you promised us all that you would get better as the year went on, and that is really showing now that we are seeing signs of the real Peter Wright. The averages are going up, the performances are there. Do you feel that you're on this upward trajectory right now?
Yes, I feel like that, and I guess all the other players are going to be feeling like that as well, as because obviously we've got a new kid on the block who's just like doing crazy stuff and making it look so easy. And obviously I said a couple of guys in the back row now, he is obviously, we're on about Luke Littler, he is the next like person that's gonna rule the roost. Obviously we had Phil Taylor, we had obviously Eric Bristow, then we had Phil Taylor, then we had Michael Van Gerwen. Now we all thought everyone's on their day can beat anybody, but this kid, it's just something else, something special. He's got something special, and obviously we all step up our game. Otherwise, we're going to be left behind.
At 17, could he be the best ever then?
Yeah, until someone else comes along in maybe 10, 15 years' time, But yeah, it depends what he wants to do with his life, or he gets fed up with, stuff to do in media and whatever. If he'd rather go and play his games or whatever. But yeah, as long as he's interested and he's going to be dangerous to darts, and to be honest, it's only going to go up because of him.
Peter, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Peter, just as you mentioned there in the back room, what's the attitude towards Luke? I mean, obviously,
he don't talk to anybody. He just sits down and he's on his phone. He might get up and have 2 or 3 minutes, and then he'll sit back down, and I'll say he gets bored.
But when you watch him playing there, when the other players watch him, are you kind of looking at each other going, what the heck, is that how you react?
Yeah, I don't know, he's just got something about him, he's got something special, and it's like, obviously Phil Taylor had that special thing, and obviously when Michael Van Gerwen come on board and everything when he was young, he had that, he was just a level above everyone else, and obviously this kid seems, when he gets angry, whatever, he gets better. And it's good to watch. It's good for darts, and it's good for TV.
Back to you. Next week it doesn't get any easier. You play whoever is top of the league next week. So have you written off the Premier League now, and do you think, well, I'm just building up towards the match play, or how do you view everything?
I'm just enjoying every single week, and I just want to nick points off everyone, in the next few weeks. And if I can squeeze into the top 4, I'll squeeze in the top 4. If I don't, I'm going to enjoy it.
Peter, you've talked about Luke Littler there, but when he bursts into the scene, you see the things he's doing. Does that give you guys motivation who've been here years and years to put in more effort and step up to try and compete with the new kid on the block?
Yeah, that's what made me to get my finger out, watching him over the World Championships, thinking, have I finished? I believe I'm not finished, so I want to carry on, and if I put the practice in and get the right set up, you might have seen, obviously I've gone to the really long points tonight, and sometime it benefited, and it's just if I can get used to them and stick with them. But in my mind at the moment with my darts is just, I'll decide whatever darts to use on the night. It won't be like I'm going to be using these darts for 6 months or 2 months. It'll be like, I don't fancy throwing these ones today, I'll throw something else. So.
You've got your first points in the Premier League tonight. You've had match starts before, beat Michael van Gerwen in the most recent Euro tour. So is it positive feelings now for Peter Wright at the moment?
Yeah, it's been positive anyway. At least it's not affecting me going into other tournaments, getting all these defeats in the Premier League. Obviously, it would do to other players going into like floor tournaments or Europeans. You're gonna, oh, you've been beaten just on TV on Thursday. It doesn't bother me at all. So that's lucky enough. I'm happy with that.
Peter, thank you.
Thank you.
Finally, Peter, you usually speak about breaking down the year and sort of going for the three big ones that we talk about quite a lot. Is it a good time now to start slow and then slowly build up to your match play and back end of the year?
That's why I'm old, just like the old tortoise and the hare thing. Yeah, hopefully, obviously the way they went tonight, obviously the way I played against Gezi wasn't too bad, then I got better in my next game, so if I'm using these darts the weekend not weekend, Monday and Tuesday in Hildesheim, hopefully I might get a result, might get a Players' Championships win. You never know.
Cheers, Peter. Thank you.
Thank you.
Peter, since 2019 you've won a major every year on tour. You're a legend of the game, two-time world champion. Do you feel pressure to reach those high standards every time you play?
Yeah, I suppose there's a sort of pressure by the guys who do the commentating on TV and everything. Oh, you haven't won a major, or you haven't won a floor tournament. But it's so hard now because there's so many good, fantastic dart players on the circuit, and all these young kids coming through who don't care who you are. So it's getting harder and harder. But hopefully I can win another major this year, and hopefully it's the match play.
And how do you manage to stay so consistent on tour? I mean, since 2014, you've been in the Premier League every single year. What's the secret?
I don't know. I ain't got a clue. I don't know why they keep picking me. No idea. But thank you for all the guys on the board for picking me. But I don't know. Maybe it's because I can upset the big guys now and again, and maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
Cheers, Peter.
Thank you.
Thank you.